turn. March. Color guard. Hold. Present. Home.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free, and the home of the brave.
Order. Home. All time. March. Right turn. March. Forward. March. Carry on.
You may be seated. Wow. What a great day to be an American. What a great day to be a Georgian. What a great day to be a citizen of DeKalb County. Thanks for a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. That was so, give it up for her. Wasn't that just amazing? My name is Tavares Holston. I'm the president of this great institution, and we're happy to play host to the DeKalb Police Department and honor the great work that's been done by some awesome officers in the way that they go about serving their communities. We're so proud to be a partner with the police department and Chief Ramus and those officers, and many of you as well. I believe it takes so many of us to make a great impact for our communities, and that's exactly what's happening here. And we're honoring that moment here. And again, as I said, I'm the president of this great institution, and we've been in existence for over 60 years. We've been making a way forward, looking for ways to partner with folks such as the DeKalb Police Department and others of how can we lift our communities up together, provide people with training and opportunities that they wouldn't have had otherwise. We're all about workforce development, and we strive to create unforgettable learning experiences. And so, like these officers have done, those students who they've served, they leave here and they will never forget how these officers made them feel and the work that's been done. So this is such a great opportunity just to celebrate that. Here at the college, one of the ways we do that is through adult education. We were talking about this in the back, is we actually offer our students the opportunity to have access to complete their high school equivalency at no cost to each of those students. So most people know this as the GED. We also have the opportunity to provide at no cost to the learners English as a second language English as a second language. I was thinking this morning, our oldest adult education student is 96 years old, just turned 96 2 days ago. And we think about students who come here on a third grade reading level, literacy level, This gentleman actually left after 3 weeks, completed his high school equivalency, got a $10 an hour raise. So those are the kind of stories, that's the kind of impact we're making together with the DeKalb Police. I'd also say another way that we partner with our community is through our credit programs. We have high wage, high demand careers that we all know if you're trying to hire anybody right now, it is tough to hire qualified and skilled workers. That's exactly what we do. And again, a great link to what's going on here and what we're celebrating here today. So a lot of the programs we offer here are about mind-zone, hands-on education. It takes a mental acumen, and it takes the ability to take that and do something practical and that benefits, that helps people have meaningful work. So we're very proud to serve alongside the DeKalb Police Department and all of our other partners here. We welcome all of you, and I know we have some very special guests, and I'm going to give Chief Ramos the opportunity to do that. I know we have the United States Attorney General here and staff, but again, we have our great law enforcement officers here, and we really appreciate the work that you all are doing in our communities. So the last thing I'll say is I thought it might be appropriate that you all would like to know that our college is actually starting in this county in fall semester, this fall 22, we're actually starting a law enforcement academy that is also, Governor Kemp is actually adding this to his strategic workforce initiative. So the cost of that program is actually free. So I want to just say thank you for the opportunity to DeKalb Police, for the opportunity to join you and celebrate the work of these great officers. So you all have a great afternoon. Enjoy the program.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mirtha Ramos, and I'm the Chief of Police of the DeKalb County Police Department. And I'd like to welcome and thank Attorney General Merrick Garland, Associate Attorney General Anita Gupta, and United States Attorney Kurt Erskine for the honor of their presence here today. A special welcome and thank you to CEO Michael Thurman for his constant presence and support to law enforcement. I want to welcome our men and women of the DeKalb County Police Department, all the elected officials, Georgia Piedmont staff, and all guests. We welcome you all here today for this special occasion of honoring our very own PAL unit. So without further ado, I introduce to you United States Attorney Erskine.
Thank you, Chief, and thank you for your partnership over the years. It's wonderful. I want to thank Dr. Holston and Georgia Piedmont Technical College for hosting us for this wonderful event. This event today recognizes the best of law enforcement and how the women and men of law enforcement impact the citizens' lives in important and meaningful ways. It's wonderful to have so many distinguished guests with us today to recognize our award winners. I'm particularly grateful that the Attorney General and the Associate Attorney General are here to celebrate the extraordinary work undertaken by our award recipients, and that they took time out of their busy schedules to be with us here in Atlanta. It's now my honor to introduce Associate Attorney General Anita Gupta, the third-ranking officer in the Department of Justice. In her role at the department, among other work, the Associate Attorney General supervises multiple litigating divisions in the department, including the Civil Division, the Civil Rights Division, the Antitrust Division, the Tax Division, and the Environmental and Natural Resources Division. She oversees the grant-making components of the department, including the Office of Justice Program, the Office of Violence Against Women, and the COPS Office. Before serving in that capacity, she had served at the department from 2014 and 2017. Associate Attorney General Gupta served as the acting Assistant Attorney General and head of the Department of Justice's Civil Rights Division. During her time with the Department of Justice, Associate Attorney General Gupta has worked tirelessly to develop strong ties and close relationships with our state, local law enforcement partners, both here in Georgia and across the nation. Her exemplary career demonstrates the strength of her commitment to the justice system, to civil rights, and to protecting our country and its citizens through the important work of the Department of Justice. Please welcome her today. Thank you.
Thank you, U.S. Attorney Erskine, and it's a real honor to be here today at Georgia Piedmont Technical College. Thank you to all of our police officers and police leaders in this audience for the daily service you do for our communities every day. I also want to extend my sincere appreciation to everyone who was involved in today's ceremony and recognize our own Rob Chapman, who's the head of our community-oriented policing services office, which does incredible work supporting law enforcement agencies around the country. It really is a true privilege to be part of this special award ceremony today. It's a ceremony that really acknowledges the great work that so many officers do every day to protect and serve our communities. In this 5th Attorney General's Award for Distinguished Service in Community Policing, we received nearly 350 nominations for officers, deputies, and troopers across 39 states. Of those, 20 were selected to receive this year's prestigious award. And we are honored to have 3 of these officers from DeKalb County Police Department here with us today. In my travels throughout my career, I have met countless officers and deputies with a dedication to the safety and well-being of their communities they are serving every day. This award is an opportunity for the Department of Justice to formally recognize individual officers and deputies for their invaluable work, work that too often goes unrecognized or doesn't meet the kind of recognition that we owe them. The work of the 3 detectives that we are honoring today, Detective Prather, Detective Ricketts, and Detective Webber, exemplifies a commitment to building trust between law enforcement and communities. It is emblematic of the extraordinary devotion to community that we see in so many law enforcement agencies and by so many officers and deputies. It really is the best of policing. And it's why we are celebrating these officers today. These officers care about the community they serve, and they have taken it upon themselves to go above and beyond the work expected of them to help forge positive relationships between law enforcement and the youth of DeKalb County. We couldn't be more honored to recognize their work and the work of all of the officers this year that are receiving this award. To announce all of the winners of this year's award and to personally present these 3 officers with their awards, I have the great honor of introducing our 86th Attorney General, Merrick Garland. Attorney General Garland is not only committed to lifting up the service and dedication of our nation's law enforcement officers, but he has also made supporting the safety and wellness of officers a top priority for the Department of Justice. And I know he is as thrilled as I am to be here today with all of you to celebrate these honorees and reaffirm the department's support for all who serve in law enforcement and who work incredibly hard to keep our communities safe. So please join me in welcoming Attorney General Garland to present the honorees with their awards.
Thank you. Thanks, Vanita, for that overly kind introduction. I want to thank you for your leadership at the Justice Department. For those of you who don't know, Anita Gupta oversees a significant portion of the department's work. But every day I see how she prioritizes supporting community-oriented policing. It's just one of the many things she does to advance the department's partnerships with law enforcement all across the country. I also want to thank President Holston for hosting us today. Thank you, Chief Ramos. Where'd you go? Oh, you're behind me. For your leadership of the DeKalb County Police Department. It is a privilege and an honor to honor your exceptional officers today. I also want to thank the U.S. Attorney, this one I found, okay, for the Northern District of Georgia, Kurt Erskine. And finally, I want to thank Rob Chapman, Acting Director of the Department's Office for Community-Oriented Policing, and the entire COPS Office team for overseeing the awards that we're giving out today. Every day, law enforcement officers across the country work to strengthen the community ties that are essential to public safety. The Attorney General's Award for Distinguished Service in Community Policing recognizes individual officers for exceptional efforts in community policing. As Vanita said, this year the department received hundreds of nominations for these awards. From these hundreds, only 18 were selected. From those 18, 3 came from the DeKalb Police Department. It is my honor to recognize Detective Ricketts, Detective Prather, and Detective Webber. It would be a significant understatement to say that Detectives Ricketts, Prather, and Webber are just highly deserving of this high honor. I want to say super highly deserving. Detective Ricketts joined the DeKalb County Police Department in 2005. For several years, he has been an active member of the county's police athletic league unit. In fact, I'm told that growing up, he was a youth member of the New York City PAL program. He is clearly paying that experience forward in remarkable ways. Detective Ricketts has developed and coordinated several PAL programs, including the Career Development Program and the After Dark Basketball Summer League. Detective Prather joined the police department in 2007. She created a mentorship program for high school students. Through this program, high school students get to form relationships with law enforcement officers that are based on trust and respect. In the spare time, oh, she has any spare time, I'm not sure, but in the spare time she has, Detective Prather has also coached the PAL cheerleading program. Detective Webber joined the DeKalb County PD in 2006 as a parole officer. She went on to become a member of the department's interactive community policing team and a detective in the Special Victims Unit, where she investigated sexual assaults, domestic violence, crimes against children, and the elderly. Inspired by her love of dance, she created a program to teach DeKalb County Youth Ballet, African dance, and contemporary dance. Through these programs, she provided a way for children to express themselves freely and openly while interacting with police officers. I would stop here, and that would be reason enough to recognize these exceptional detectives. But when the pandemic broke and the schools shut, they only upped their game. When the pandemic threatened to leave at-risk youth with no summer programs, they started a virtual summer academy that connected participants remotely. They partnered with community leaders, teachers, coaches, businesses, entrepreneurs, and nonprofits to get the program off the ground. I don't know how they did it, but each of them told me you can do basketball, you can do cheerleading, you can do dance remotely. I wish I had been in on those programs. When the summer ended, they launched a back-to-school backpack giveaway, which provided supplies to students. Then they noticed that children were selling bottled water on the interstate ramps. So they intervened again. This time, they started a 4-month life skills program to provide students with personal growth opportunities. As part of the program, they partnered with our host today, Georgia Piedmont Technical College. They also partnered with other mentors, volunteers, police department support units. 8 of the initial 9 participants gained employment. The 9th joined in a dual enrollment program here at the college. I want to underscore that these actions would have been tremendous during the best of times. They occurred, though, during a pandemic, and the fact that they did is further evidence of their commitment to the communities they serve. This is what community policing looks like in practice. Forging relationships, reaching out, building the trust that makes our communities safer. Justice Department is grateful, and we are proud to stand alongside you. A few moments, I'll invite the detectives to receive their awards. But first, I want all of us to take a second and thank another group, the family, the friends, and the colleagues of the awardees. Your support made these accomplishments possible. Today is a day to celebrate you as well. Now let me invite all of our award recipients up. Please give them a big round of applause. After I promise we have to have an award for it. case you ever take it off, there's something to put it in.
Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you so much.
Hold on. Get this right. All right. Everybody done blinding us? Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. So, as we come to a close, I'd be remiss if I don't acknowledge the Career Development Program youth and the families that support them. Could they please stand? I know y'all shy. You over here, my right. Stand up, please. And to our partners that participate in these weekly sessions and those that provide employment opportunities, please stand. The PAL unit had a vision, but without you all and the partnership with the Georgia Piedmont Technical College, that vision would not have become a reality. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and I am happy to say we have found our village. Thank you to the PAL unit for representing us so well. You may be a small unit, but your impact is huge and everlasting. I am so proud to be a member of the DeKalb County Police Department and thankful once again that the Attorney General saw what I see every day. A unit that believes in community outreach and engagement. A unit that is worth emulating. A unit worthy of recognition. So before we go, let's give another round of applause to the DeKalb County Police Department PAL unit.